अच्छा होता आपके रहते, आपकी मौजूदगी में दो ऐसे निर्णय होते, एक जीएसटी, एक या दो राज्य को छोड़कर के सब राज्यों को भरपूर फायदा होने वाला था।
GST, the ambitious indirect tax reform regime, was one of Modi government's poll promises. But even after 2 years of being in power, the deadlock continues and there is no resolution in sight. And that is why Modi's Chief Lieutenant, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, today made a renewed pitch. The FM indicated that the government is open to talks with the Grand Old Party and could even consider voting on it to push the landmark legislation.
On both the issues, that is the dispute redressal mechanism, as also on this so-called 18% cap. I hope, in view of what I had said, the Congress party would revisit its position. I certainly would be keeping the discussions with them on.
With the government reaching out to all stakeholders, Jaitley added that almost all state governments were on board and it would be tough to take a contrary call and stall it again.
Consensus doesn't emerge, then the only other alternative is the parliamentary process. We'll ask the Rajya Sabha to discuss it and take a view on it.
And every regional party, barring one which has some mixed voices, but I think we can speak to them, that's the AIDMK. Every other regional party has a strong interest in passage of GST.
But it's not just reform. Despite the sluggish factory output, Jaitley believes India will be able to surpass the current growth level of 7.5%, owing to a normal monsoon and continued focus to clean up banks.
Moderate level of oil prices, range bound, monsoons, and the consequential impact of reduced sectoral stress in steel, in highways, in sugar, in some of these sectors, power, and its possible impact over the next few quarters on the balance sheets of the banks. These could add a positive and therefore can add to the present growth.
Jaitley was also questioned on the alleged rift with Raghuram Rajan and especially Subramaniam Swamy's statement about pushing Rajan out.
As far as the Finance Ministry and the RBI are concerned, there is an institutional relationship between the two. It's a very mature relationship, and I don't think about this relationship that you mentioned, what appears in the media, you should give much credence to.
As the Modi government nears the halfway mark, experts believe there have been more misses than hits. While the passage for Aadhaar, bankruptcy bill and the FDI reform boosted the government's reform drive, the inability to get the opposition on board for crucial legislation continues to be the biggest stumbling block. Ruchi Bhatia, ET Now, New Delhi.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.